Now we have another map of Tartaria. There's Azareth right there. Okay, so you've got Arsareth, and you've got the straight out D on name. There's that word again. But you have America. So I was reading earlier that it was in Spanish. So if someone wants to step up and try to help us read this, I can read a little bit of Spanish. This right here looks like Italian, but the last page I was on was Spanish, and I'm not fluent. I can read basic Spanish, so I do need help. But they were saying in my best Spanish, that's my son, that they were saying that this is the River Euphrates. Now, if you go on Kuramu's channel, he shows past advertisements with the River Euphrates being in the Americas, but no one's really been able to find it. Well, this is as Zareth. This is a strait, like a strait of water. It's just written in a different language. And they were saying that this is the River Euphrates. And most definitely here is the Americas. Just this, a little frame of it. So that's how the 10 tribes were able to get back and forth. Everything at one time was right there. But these evil people did something. They did something so that this didn't exist anymore. So all we think about is here in South America and the Caribbean and Canada, because we don't know about this. But with this, we know that the scripture is true, the Most High is true, and that our people did seek into an area that wasn't inhabited by anyone else. And you have Deuteronomy 28:68. There's something that happened here. And we need to figure it out as a family at this point, because there's been a reset. Yes, sir. These people have been busting out that, everything happened thousands of years ago. But these players that they have, well, not players, I would say in scripture, a lot of those, people that are mentioned in scripture were way more recent. So we've got to check our history, the people, and when that actually did happen. Because I tell you what, it seems awfully, I don't know, because I do cake design. I do wedding cakes primarily, but I will tell you, I live on a street that's on the way to the hospital, so excuse that noise. But it just perplexed me enough where I read about birthdays in the Bible, and I'm thinking, but this place is thousands of years old, and they're still keeping the tradition of birthday cakes. And I'm like, that's just so odd. But when you actually do the research and you find out that they added, so for example, instead of something being 576 on maps, it'll have a little I by it. But they took that I and made it a 1, so it'll be 1576. That was their little easy enough plan to confuse people. They just turned the I into a 1. And then they invented that letter J on top of that. And they confused the hell out of people. So I implore you to go out and research, but we caught them in their own game right here. There's not much left to find out, guys. Come on, let's just be real here. We know we are the Most High's chosen. We know we're not African. We've never been African. Ain't no Africa over here. And we need to understand, and all those channels out there that want to put you in Africa, you're going to have to go back and just really look at the hearts of those people, because Big Judah has been telling you and showing you information, and he's the only one that's sticking to his guns. And then you have all these other channels. I remember them. Wrap the News, Seed of Israel. You've got the Watchman Reports, he and his wife. And, I love some of these people, but y'all need to really go back and check yourselves, because we need to be able to just step back when something comes up and really just take that apart and not go on the information that you've been fed over and over. These people are diabolical in their game. They hate us. They will do anything that they can to keep us from waking up and figuring this out. And look, we have done it. So please, if you are in any of those channels, if you are a subscriber of any of those channels, please stop it. And please go back and do your homework, because it's staring you right here in the face.